guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So I wanted to complete the world tour for Super Saiyan Kale, DOKKANFEST Berserk Kale that transforms into Super Saiyan 2 Kale. Kale is very good. The only problem with Kale is that she really wants to be used with Universe 6 characters, and it is pretty essential, right? Because in base, she gets an additional super and 160% attack and defense. Well, it's a 70% chance to additional super, right? And then, of course, the 160% attack and defense just by having a Universe 6 category ally on the rotation. And then Super Saiyan 2 Kale, right? She gets the buffs. She gets a guaranteed guard, and then, 160% defense with the Universe 6 character on rotation. So, the thing with Kale doesn't necessarily need a team of strong Universe 6 characters. She only does need one, right? Like, if you're going to go into a tough fight, and, she starts out on rotation with the Universe 6 character, you can be cooking. Now, I wanted to, complete the world tour with this, and, like, dude, I jump into the Gamma fight, and it's like, I guess I'm just terrible at the game, right? But, like, dude, like, I end up in situations, like, this is the problem with, like, I swear to God, I jump into the Gamma fight, I figure I haven't done the Gamma fight with Kale. This would be a good place to showcase Kale. And this is what the game gives me. Look at this. What am I supposed to do? Do you think Khalifa's dodging all those? LRVB can't go there. Berserk Kale can't go there. We lost. It's over. We started the fight and we instantly lose. This, I love when my argument is proven before the video even starts. The issue for Kale is the first 3 turns, she needs help. She can't go in slot 1. Once you transform into Super Saiyan 2 Kale, she's probably one of the better slot 1 characters in the game, right? But, I mean, we lost. Like, there's nothing, we have to put Khalifa here, and Khalifa has to go crazy. That's literally it. Kale can't do it. 362, well, can she? If Gamma 2 supers, it's instant death. I think Kale would actually tank the normals here, because we do have Super Saiyan Vegeta's 30% support buff is up, right? Like, Kale's stats look good here. But if the super attack is there, we're instantly dead, right? Khalifa, if we put her in slot 1, probably, I mean, I guess I'll use a sensor here. Khalifa could probably take 1 normal, maybe 2. I'm going to put Kale there. It's Kale's showcase. Let's just get Kale there. But again, like, it's not really too much you could do, right? And it's like, LR Kale and Khalifa, their easy happened. They're very good. I like them. But they have the same problem Kale does, which is a problem. The top 2 Universe 6 characters have the same problem, which is the first couple of turns, they suck. Well, Kale doesn't suck. She just can't go in slot 1. Kale and Khalifa, they suck until they get a bunch of attacks off. They have to, like, you got to get a good first turn from them, and they do suck. And then once they start getting a couple of attacks, they get good, right? They build up their dodge chance and stuff like that. But this, I think, is the issue with this LR EZA right now, is that they have the same weakness as Kale. So now, instead of having this one weakness with Kale, we have the same weakness times 2 for the 2 best characters of Universe 6. Now, we should have a Yellow Queen LR coming up after the upcoming JP World Tournament. Let us pray it is indeed a Universe 6 LR. And really, I'm just hoping that I will see the details. It's like a hit, and he just, like, guards for the first 5 turns. That's all we need. Just something like that. Like LR, Kale, and Khalifa, they only needed to guard for the first 3 turns, and Kale would have shot up in viability. All right, let me stop blabbering. Let's do this turn. We're probably going to immediately die. I think I'm going to hop right back into the Gamma team. We just got a bullshit rotate. Like, a bullshit. It happens, right? The game is RNG. Now, Kale should do okay. Wow, she's still taking 100k. Okay. We lived. We did live. Okay. I actually thought Kale would tank that a little bit better. So, it looks like Gamma 2, type disadvantage. He was hitting for around 400k right there. Okay. Kale's crazy after she super attacks, right? She gets 20% damage reduction with every super attack that she does. Again, we could have put AJL Khalifa in slot 1. That she but AGL Khalifa probably couldn't have taken even, like, she could have taken one normal, and that's it. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we get right here. Perfect, she dodged that. And then VB in slot 3 does have a 70% chance to dodge. So we just barely lived. Now, why did we live? Quick, chat, answer. Fast. Why did we survive right there? There's actually 2 reasons. One, Super Saiyan Vegeta's support literally saved us. We would have died without Vegeta's support up. Number 2, the fact that I do have Vegito Blue on the team as an LR, giving us a huge HP increase. You have a 70% chance to dodge VB. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay, we're totally gaming. We're looking so good. Yeah, hello. This is the issue, man. Is this right here? We make it through this turn. Kale is transforming. Kale and Khalifa have presumably done a couple attacks, although they started in slot 7, so they haven't done a couple of attacks. But then, like, we get into a very good position, and then, Kale and then LR, Kale, and Khalifa can dominate. But the first couple of turns are very brutal on Kale's team, right? Now, again, we have 600k HP. That's including LR, Kale, and Khalifa, and LR Vegito Blue, right? Getting some of these LRs on the team to give us the extra HP is just so important. I mean, Kale's team is not really top heavy. I mean, in terms of like LRs and stuff like that, unless we're using a lot of transformation boost LRs, which is what Vegito Blue is. LRs, the reason LRs matter these days is because they have the gigantic HP pool. It's like a VB, 25,000 basically. So he's got that HP stat. It really helps the team. This is why I really like the design of DOKKANFEST Yamcha and his banner unit Yajirobe. They both have HP totals around 20,000. Incredibly high for TURs, which really helps because, we can't be rocking these fights with 500k HP against these bosses. You can't. Like, you gotta... The best defensive units in the game against the strongest bosses are still taking 3, 4, 100k from their super attacks, like with guard and damage reduction and stuff. It's very uncommon that you're really tanking. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, okay. My God. All right, we're gonna drop a Senzu, man. Don't mind me. No, I misclicked. That's okay. It worked out. I did not mean to. Okay. All right. Well, let's just we'll pretend that didn't happen. Okay. All right. So Vegeta's gonna be able to transform next turn, which I probably will or will not. One thing to keep in mind with Vegeta is if you can transform with him before his guard wears off, you might not want to, because once you transform into Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, his defense gets a lot lower in slot 1, right? He has to super attack first. So if you need Vegeta in slot 1 and it's turn 5, you don't necessarily have to transform yet, because you could still have his guard, right? And he could tank a little bit better in slot 1, right? Whereas then, once you get to turn 7, guard wears off in Super Saiyan Vegeta. We gotta transform to Super Saiyan 2. But next turn, if I choose, we could not transform, and Vegeta still has his guard next turn. All right, it's a big thing to keep in mind. All right, so we're not going to finish Gamma 2 off here, I guess. Okay. Wow, 4 turns against Gamma 2? Interesting. Well, he's not gonna super attack here, is he? No, dude, stop. No. Remember, Kale and Khalifa, we were under 66% HP, so they had their extra additional, which is good because if he's really gonna super on slot 3, there's no way. Okay, I was gonna freak out, man. There's no way he's gonna do that. Oh, this is so good. I'm doing this. Okay, so Kale, her transformation condition is really not bad. She does badly want a Khalifa on the team, but, I mean, we got that with LR. LR, Kale, and Khalifa are definitely good enough to run, right? So, like, if the Universe 6 LR is like Kabe or Hit, that's fine. It doesn't matter, right? We already have this character will fulfill the Khalifa condition. I don't think, like, the Yellow Queen LR has to have Khalifa or anything like that. Or it could be Kefla or whatever. It doesn't matter. So, Kale's condition is pretty good. Turn 4 with Khalifa, or after Kale's done 6 super attacks. I mean, she can quad super if there's Universe 6 ally in the rotation, and she could triple super without a Universe 6 ally. One thing to keep in mind with Kale, in base, she really wants additionals. That's why I've got 29 additional. Because she has this ability, 60% attack and defense, and then a high chance of an additional super when performing a super attack. the high chance of an additional super and doing a super attack, that can proc from any attack Kale does. So we do her normal attack. Let's say that then that doesn't proc. Then she has the 70% additional super chance from Universe 6 ally. We do that. Let's say that high chance still didn't proc. Then we do hidden potential system, and then it could proc from that. Right? It's kind of like LR Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza. So additionals are very good for Kale. You could probably make a case for crits, because in Super Saiyan 2 form, she tends to do a lot of normals. Characters that do a lot of normals, I do like giving a lot of crit to, typically. And then, of course, I think Kale could also benefit from dodge quite a bit, because she's a strong defensive character, and especially after transforming, we are going to be putting her in slot 1. So Kale dodging, potential enemy super attacks. I mean, again, people will say, oh, the character's so defensive, why would I put more dodge on them? Because, I mean, she's super defensive, super tanky, but Metal Cooler Core is still going to slap her for 400k, right? So, like, we could just not take 400k by dodging it, right? Like, that's one of the big things. Let's go ahead and transform to Super Saiyan 2 Kale. Again, we'll have a very good linking... Super Saiyan 2 Kale slot 1, Berserk Kale slot 2 is devastating. Because Super Saiyan 2 Kale is so comfortable in slot 1, and Berserk Kale is great in slot 2. I really don't have a problem with Berserk Kale. Or, I think Kale's design, I would actually say is, like flawless. Like, after using Kale quite a bit, there's nothing I can point to Kale I have an issue with, actually, right? I think it's good. Kale is very well designed. It's just Universe 6 is super weak, which hurts Kale. That's the only thing, right? Kale's design is good. All we need is just one Universe 6 character besides Kale who's like top 20, and Kale would be in business, right? Alright, so, now we have got Super Saiyan 2 Kale out right here. Again, Super Saiyan 2 Kale is going to be very dominant in slot 1. We're going to have no issues. One link changes for Kale. In Berserk form right here, so her link set is Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, Battlefield Diva, Prepare for Battle, Universe 6, Tournament of Power, and Fierce Battle. When we turn her into Super Saiyan 2, Berserker becomes Super Saiyan, so her link set gets better. So I could do 7 out of 7 right here, putting Kale in the middle slot, but let's be serious, right? We're gonna do this. Okay, 387k right there, and she's guarding, and she gets a multiplicative buff when she gets hit, 60% attack and defense for 3 turns. Kale, if Kale would have the opportunity to super attack before a boss would super her, the tech pan slot, as I call it, if that happens to Kale, she can really eat big boss super attacks, depending upon how many super attacks Kale does in Super Saiyan 2 form, right? Like, if Kale quad supered... Oh, super attack right here, okay. She should be able to eat this well, but this is... Oh! Okay, I will take that. Awesome. That actually works out very well. Yeah, that's great. I mean, that would have done damage because she didn't have her multiplicative buff from getting hit yet. That wasn't activated. So that's pretty good. One more. Here's the hidden potential system super, which is going to kill. Now, every super attack Kale does gives her 30% defense, and it also gives her a 30% chance to crit as well, which does stack. So if Kale does 1 super, she has a 30% chance to crit, 2 is 60% chance to crit, 3 is 90% chance to crit, and then a 4th super attack is a guaranteed crit for Kale. Strong mechanic. Again, Kale is just... She really is just a W up and down her entire kit, man. She really is. I love Kale. I think Kale is a tremendous character. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Vegeta's still guarding. I'll probably just leave him there. No, we'll transform with Vegeta. We'll go ahead and give Vegeta a transformation right here. Because he doesn't have to go in slot 1 anyway, so this will be fine. And it's not like he's not going to guard after, when he comes back in a couple of turns. And he has more additionals. He'll do more damage to Super Saiyan 2. Alright, so we'll go ahead and let this turn play out right here and see how we do. Now on this next rotation, we're going to have LR, Kale, and Caulifla actually next to Kale. Yep, remember, LR Vegito Blue has guaranteed dodge his first turn. Very strong mechanic. That really makes the 5th anniversary fusions just so ridiculous. That, like, I feel like you just say that, and maybe some people don't realize exactly how busted that is, but a turn of guaranteed dodging, it really is just super crazy, right? It gives you so much value on that character, like, and because it's, you know, the first turn that you go blue with Vegito or Gogeta, you know, typically that's turn 4 for them, but it could be turn 5 or turn 6, right? If you have them on turn 3, float them off, they'll come back on turn 6 with their transformation, which would be gigantic, right? Oh, we're actually going to one-turn Gamma 1 right here. Oh, yeah, God Goku is, yep, he's fully built up now. Okay. All right, so we're going to one-turn Gamma 1. This is perfect. We'll have Kale go ahead and show out against both Gammas, which is going to work pretty good. Nice. God Goku, of course. Ridiculous. I mean, we know this God Goku, I really have fallen in love with this character, too. I just don't really find his orb restriction to be too big of a deal for me. Just considering the strength that he brings to it. So if Vegeta just gives us a crit, we're good. My Vegeta is built offensively, I believe, yeah. He doesn't... I would love to give him full dodge, but I think that would hurt that Vegeta. He desperately needs to get hit, right? We have a very strong rotation here. Yeah, we do. This is very good. Alright, so... we could get all 7 links activated for Kale. Again, that would just be foolish to do. I see no reason to do that. I probably will... We could do this, and then we could just focus fire as much on Gamma 2 as possible. Berserk Kale will be safer than LR Kale and Caulifla, so I'm going to do this, just in case, because if that super attack, if Gamma 2 supers in slot 2 right there, that could kill Kale and Caulifla. Could it? I think it could. The Gammas are both, they both are million damage super attack bosses, right? So it's best not to test out Gamma 2. So let's do this. We could do this. One thing I love about LR Kale and Caulifla is, like, look at their key. Like, the turn starts and they're 23 key. Like, that's very good. I'll always take that. All right, so now Kale's multiplicative buff kicks in. Dude, the dodge on Kale worked out so good. It literally... It allowed her to dodge a super attack, and then the normal hit her later on. Like, that's why dodge can be really good on a character like Kale. Like, I love when things go all according to Keikaku, man. I love it. All right, so 2 supers. There's a normal. No hidden potential system additional. Wait, really? With the 29 additional, she didn't proc it? That's very bizarre. Okay. Now, Kale will be completely fine unless... you have to get so unlucky, right, for Kale. Which we did. Oh my god. That's only the 2nd time I've ever seen that, where Kale only supers once in Berserk form. Because remember, she has a 50% chance to additional, she has a 70% chance to additional super, and she had her hidden potential system. Oh my god, is this the unluckiest turn of all time, dude? I'm just worried about Gamma 2. Okay. Dude, that's so stupid. What is my luck? Oh my god, VB. Are you good enough? Well, we can't get 6. Oh my god. Alright, well... I was really hoping we could kill Gamma 2 right there. There was no... neither supered... We're dead. Neither supered last turn. That puts us in such a problem spot here. I think, maybe... Probably Super Saiyan Goku is who we want to trust here. Vegito will definitely... Vegito could eat a super from Gamma 1. After Vegito attacks, he could. I think we're gonna use Super Saiyan Goku here. That's what we're gonna... Yeah, let's use Super Saiyan Goku. I feel like now's a good time to do this. Alright, so now what do we have going on here? We did really good damage. We could finish Gamma 2 off potentially. Alright, well, we're gonna do this. So I would like to save as much ki as... We do have to super attack with Goku. Yeah, no over in a flash anymore. Alright, just give me the most ki we can get right there. And then we'll let Caulifla super attack. Alright, let's see how we do. We do need Super Saiyan Goku to potentially dodge stuff like that. Okay, he'll dodge this, though. Okay. Alright, man. I mean, that's just... it can happen where dodge can fail. I mean, Goku has a 70% chance to dodge right there. Okay, we got completely cooked. I mean, we did see what Kale's able to do. We ran into issues many times throughout that run. Usually in fights like this, unless we're popping, like, a lot of Whis items or something like that, like, Kale's team does tend to be... Kale runs tend to look like that, where things are very tight. It's because Kale needs these Universe 6 characters who are usually pretty weak. They're not, like, really anchors of the team. And then it's like, you know, we could run, like, Vegito Blue and God Goku and some of these characters and stuff like that, but problems could arise. We could say that was an issue right there where we didn't have the 6 orbs for God Goku. And then he didn't dodge, so we did get cooked. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think. I mean, Super Saiyan, like, Kale looked good in that run. Now we'll just go ahead and get a bunch of clips from throughout the World Tour where we saw Kale dominate, or, you know, just generally how she did against various bosses. So let me know what you guys think about DOKKANFEST Kale. Thanks, guys, for watching. She is very, very good. I would probably only rate God Goku above Kale in terms of top DOKKANFEST TURs right now. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Love y'all, and I'll catch you guys next time. Although next time after all the clips from the World Tour. Well, you know, dude, what's the scene at the end of the Titanic? Gentlemen, it's been an honor playing with you. Yeah, we're dead. Bye, Frost. I'm telling you, Frost is dying here. That sucks. Shit. Okay. This is not my Kale, by the way. Oof. She got one-shotted. Wow. Now, does she get one-shotted if her links are level 10? Probably, huh? Oh, looks like he might. Okay, awesome. So, Kale, again, has her passive up. Last turn, she didn't have her passive up. Cell's super attack was immediate. And she's getting 30% defense with every super attack effect as well. Give me at least one more additional? 3 normals. Okay. Super. Perfect. Okay, let's see how we do here. Only 1 super attack, though. Kind of unfortunate. 400. Man, she can do better. Like, Kale can definitely do better than that. 400. No. Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay. Awesome. Looks like my Kale's going to get super attack. If she could at least just give us 2. Just 2, girl. Yeah, yes. Just like that, Kale. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Now let's see what Cellmax can do to her. Oh, she tripped. Okay, triple soup. That is a 90% chance to crit on this attack right here. Really good. 90%. Super. Super. I know you want to. You're Cellmax. Super attack. Stop it. It's a dodge. Okay, here we go. This is like 200. 300. Okay. Yeah, very fair. Very super fair, man. Yeah, his AoE normals does 5. It's like 550 or something. Like, come on. Are you kidding me? So fair. Yeah, that's very natural, man. Kale does need the triple. If Kale triple supers, I'm quite certain this Berserk Kale could live a super. Although this isn't my rainbowed Berserk Kale, but she does have defensive equips. She did triple super W. See, Kale looks good. It's just she doesn't have help, right? And to me, I would say it's much more likely that Kale receives help than Super 17. Right? I could see Kale getting the help. All right, my Kale already got hit, so that's fine. That's a normal attack. Perfect. Okay. So now get out of the way. She's going to town now. Okay, crit. No, that's fine. Another super attack. Oh my god, my goat. My goat. Let's go. This is no support, by the way. Hold this dick. No, crit! Oh, but she's... Dude. Okay, now she has a 90% chance to crit here because her 30% chance to crit stacks every super attack she does. Oh my god, the clutch god, Kale! The quad super! against the hardest boss in the game. That's 100% chance to crit. Super her. Super. Super. Please, super. She will eat it so good. Super. No. He's scared. He knows. He knows. He knew. He knew. He knew. He knew he was not. Kale quad supering. She really might have taken double digits. It would have been. She would have taken nothing from this guy. That was crazy. Okay. Well, I mean, dude, Kale won us the fight. All right. Let's see how Kale does right here. Oh, that's really good. Go ahead and super right there. Damn. Okay. 10 million, huh? All right. Sure. Sure. That's certainly fine. Okay. And then a second one, another 10 million. And now, remember, she has a 60% chance to crit on this one. Okay. And then there's one more. And then she still has him potential system, which was only a normal, unfortunately. Super. No way, dude. If they... well, I mean, I don't... Dude, if the core supered right here, like... Does Kale even take damage? I don't... a very tiny amount. Okay. Give us at least one more super and she'll put that true. Oh, damn. Just normal, 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 normal. Hidden potential system is a super. Okay. Yeah, a lot of normals. I mean, it's still... That's why the first super does give her a good crit chance for those normals, too, and she did finish him off. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, Kale is strong. If the core had supered right there at the end, I mean, she's eaten that. And I think we're probably living it. Does it do less than 70k? It might be close, but Kale would cook right there. Kale, after super attacking, you know, she starts building up those 30% like defense from that super attack effect, and she starts to get very ridiculous. I mean, the turn started, she was at what, like 550k defense with guard? Yeah, Kale's ridiculous. Characters released in the last couple of months with Orange Piccolo, and then of course the two Kales. She gets hit first. Broly's not touching her with a super attack. Berserk Kale will be fine as well against this Broly, provided that she supers twice. I mean, she needs to give us at least two. But remember, I mean, she does have, you know, all of her abilities up. Remember, Super Saiyan 2 Kale does get the 30% chance to crit on her super attack effect. We're seeing her crit a lot right there. See, that's the argument. I think you could argue giving Kale a lot of crit, because I do think that Super Saiyan 2 Kale, she does so many normals, right? I feel like it's going to be very common. The most common outcome would probably be Super Saiyan 2 Kale, super, normal, normal, normal. I would say that's probably going to be the most common outcome. So if that's the case, she will get a 30% chance to crit from her super attack effect. But again, I think you could still make a good case, a good argument for giving her a lot of crit, since she's just going to be doing all of these normals, right? I think so. And if these characters, normals most of the time don't do anything, but if you're critting, they can, right? Like, they could do decent damage. Oh, you're supering Piccolo. Okay. That kind of sucks, because both Kales right there would have eaten Broly's super attack for lunch. Neither Kale would have really gotten damaged almost at all, right? Like, they would have completely obliterated it. So there we go. It's just like, it's a little bit of a struggle at first, right? Because Universe 6 category allies really suck. I mean, even Tech Kale and Khalifa, they're so bad at the start of fights. That's the problem. All the Universe 6 characters just suck at the start of the fight. None of them are good, right? To help Kale out. I mean, Berserk Kale's good in slot 2, not slot 1. So it's just like, we just have no help, right? It's very unfortunate.